Love and Lust.
Hello and welcome to Love and Lust. My name is Ana Lefebvre. Love and Lust is a podcast about sex and relationships. Viewing discretion and listening discretion is definitely advised. Whew, I got through it. I got through it.
Yeah.
I was scared.
Be out here.
I remember like back at the beginning when I started the podcast last year, I had to redo the intro so many times. I was like, why is saying my name so scary? That doesn't make sense to me. But anyhow, guys, I apologize for my absence on this podcast. Sometimes you just need a little bit of a break. And to be honest, I was just really tired of talking about sex relationships. I get asked sex and relationship questions on a daily basis. And actually a new service I am providing, a new service that's completely legal is if you want to get one-on-one relationship advice or marketing advice, you can go to the link in my bios on my Instagram or on my TikTok. I'll probably put the link in here and you can schedule an appointment to speak with me one-on-one about relationship stuff or about marketing things, because those are two things I do very well. Acting, relationship, marketing. I do good at that, trash to everything else. I'm just kidding.
I have just one quick question about that.
What?
How many messages do you think you're going to get from guys asking you out? All
right. So my advisor, we already discussed all this because this is what he does, and we already discussed it. Right now, I forgot, because you know me, I forgot to take off the Black Friday special.
What's going on?
Yes. It wouldn't be a podcast without
It wouldn't.
Hey. But right now I'm also going live on TikTok. I have not done that before. So people on TikTok, I'm talking to you guys right now. I'm just recording the podcast. I can't really, talk over here and there. So I'm just going to really be focused on the podcast at this moment. But yeah, so that was my little spiel. But how you doing, Polly? How you been?
I'm good.
It's been a minute.
It has.
We literally haven't verbally talked in a minute.
Yep, it's been a little bit. I am enjoying what's left of my vacation.
What's left of your fucking vacation?
Just relaxing. Why is there all this hostility towards my vacation? You and Crystal, I swear.
It's because it pisses me off. Why am I not on a vacation? I want to be on a vacation. What's going on with this?
I know. Hey, Crystal's over here neck rolling right now too.
So my Nana is a Sagittarius like you, and I called her. I hadn't spoken to them in a while because you know me, I go disappear and I come back. I called them. They don't pick up their freaking house phone, which pisses me off because I feel like grandparents and parents need to pick up their house phone anytime you call. So I called my grandparents' house and my Nana did not pick up. So I was immediately mad. Immediately. Like, where are you? So I called her cell phone. She picks up. She's like, oh, I'm in Mexico. My grandparents, French and everything. I'm in Mexico. Y'all are where? In Mexico, in Puerto Vallarta. You're, excuse me, hello, what did you just say? Immediately, even more mad, because usually I go to Puerto Vallarta with them. And I didn't get the invite this time, because I didn't call them for Thanksgiving, that's what it was.
Oh, yeah, they got you.
That was payback.
Mm-hmm.
I was sick on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
I did not participate. That's why. That is why. Mm-hmm.
It might be why, but they said they was gonna get you for that.
They sure did.
They'll show her.
Because my ass could have been in Puerto Vallarta. I could have been sleeping Mai Tais on the damn beach. And they go they have all the they go to they're older, they're in their 80s, close to 90s, and they go to the older places where a lot of older people are. Okay, so when you go to a resort with older people and there's a bunch of older people, I'm a young person, and it's they're trying to suck up my vampires, suck up my youth. And then it doesn't help, it doesn't help, and it does help that I'm funny. So, everyone's buying me drinks, they're buying me dinner, like the massages. I mean, it's after 9 o'clock, they're going to taking their dentures out and going to bed. But but yeah, so that's my little F you people that are on vacation right now. I want to be on vacation, but I want to go somewhere. I want to be on a boat. I want to be on a yacht. I want to be wearing whites and be like, oh my God, never mind. Okay, what? I digress.
So take this out on me because I'm on vacation, but I haven't done anything except edit, record, and go to practice and come up with game plans and write up plays and all of this because our season starts in less than a month.
Oh, so yeah.
I almost don't even feel like I've been on vacation except outside of just all the naps.
Well, how horrendous for you. Yeah, you guys don't know, but if you go to his Instagram, you'll see that he is a basketball coach, and you coach and you direct a lot of different not leagues but teams, right?
Teams, yeah. We now have I think 6 teams now. So.
Yeah, nice, very nice. Oh. But yeah, so that's a little spiel. I talked about podcasts, why I had not been podcasting. Also, you guys will notice if you are watching YouTube, I am in another new location. Podcast is not the easiest thing to do, and it's not the hardest thing to do. But what happens is, a couple times I've had people help me, and I had to take away control, or take away anybody that was helping me because it just starts getting weird. And then when you add somebody else, then you got to go with their schedule, and then I'm over here, trying to get the guests to be on the same schedule. So with podcasting, I'm doing all of it myself. I'm recording it, I'm editing it, I'm getting the guest, I'm trying to make sure my attitude is okay. I'm just kidding.
I was about to say when.
No, sometimes my attitude ain't right, and I know it. And I'm not going to apologize for it either. I'm not going to apologize. What's up, TikTok? So yeah, I never have a good attitude, huh?
There we go. Sometimes was the operative word right there.
What? Okay, so I had some weird shit happen with the podcast too, because I would have people help me out, and they're like, okay, I believe in you. I see where this is going. And then all of a sudden they're talking about our podcast, I'm like, our and we? No. Have you given me a dime for the podcast? No one's given me a dime except my wonderful fans that have subscribed to it. But the people helping me, you gotta invest. You're not investing. You're just, you get what I'm saying? It was just weird. So I 100% do it by myself. I finance it by myself, all of that stuff. And podcasting can get expensive. It can. The equipment alone, this equipment right here, the system, everything I have right here is going to be at least $300 to $500. Not the equipment over here, just this stuff right here. But anyhow, so going forward, that's another reason why, because I really want to do a different kind of structure with my podcast. And so here we are. I was about to start singing. So how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good, surprisingly. No family arguments. That's definitely a first in the Chambers household, because there usually are several.
Yeah.
So nobody walked away with a bad taste in their mouth from somebody else. So
no
good.
No COVID test this year?
Nope. Well, not since I tested. Not since I tested negative, thank God.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I did get vaccinated.
Yeah.
So that was an experience.
Yeah. It's definitely an experience. It's definitely an experience. But okay, so during my my absence from the podcast, something happened.
Yes.
Something. A lot of things happened. Okay, so one of my good friends out here, she was like, hey, do you want to go to Mexico this weekend? Now, if you're not from California, I'll explain it to you. Mexico is just honestly, little California. It's really easy to get down to. You can either drive down or you can walk over. Getting down there, easy. Getting back up, not so easy. Anyhow, I was like, no. I got so much to do. I need to make sure I start planning my podcast. I need to make sure I'm doing this, and this. And so I was like, I'm not going to do it. Well, something happened. And when you get upset and you make upset decisions, Don't do that. Let me tell you, nothing good comes from making decisions when you're in your emotions, okay? So I called her up a couple hours before she was going to Mexico, and I was like, you know what? Let's go to motherfucking Mexico. Can I say that on TikTok? Can I do that? Wait, I'm not in trouble yet. Okay. I'm not in trouble. So she comes, picks me up, and we have a couple other friends with us, and someone who speaks Spanish way better than I speak it. I speak survival Spanish, and I also speak tequila Spanish. So if I'm drinking tequila, all of a sudden, I don't know what happens, the worm or something, I start speaking Spanish. If I feel like I'm about to die, I will speak Spanish, survival. So let me get this story straight. So she comes and picks us up. We go down to San Diego where her other friend is, pick him up. He actually ends up driving. And then we go to the border and park the car because it's easier just to walk over to Mexico from the border versus getting your car in. Because what happens is they have to do inspections on your way back because of drugs and all this other stuff, right? So we walk over. I made the great decision of not putting makeup on because it's Tijuana. It's not the safest place, I decided to not put makeup on. I had my hair, I think, in a ponytail. I had a dress on. I had biker shorts under the dress just in case, I might fall. I don't know. I don't want to, show a little booty. I wasn't trying to do all that. And I had sneakers on, okay? So I walk over there, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little tipsy at this point. I walk over there, and I said something, and I was immediately denied access into Mexico. My friends said they thought I was a hooker. So because I got denied, all of us got denied, right? I don't remember what happened next, but we ended up going over to Mexico. But because of all the stress of trying to get into Mexico, why am I struggling to get in Mexico? Why? I got a passport. Why am I struggling to get into Mexico? And I go to Mexico all the time, but I don't go to Tijuana. I go to Puerto Vallarta. I can't stand Cancun. We'll never go back there again. I hate Cancun. Can't stand it. Overrated, overpriced, and it's just like a watered down Mexico experience. Okay, so anyhow, and if you have any questions, make sure you stop me midway and ask me some questions. Okay, so we get over there, and when my friend said that we're going to Mexico, she said we're going to a club in Mexico. A club, okay? So I've been to clubs in Mexico. They're very nice. Never been to a club in Tijuana, but they're very, very nice. I was like, okay, bet. Shake a little ass, get some aggression out since I made this decision. So we go and eat the worst fucking nachos of my life. Like Del Taco. You guys have Del Taco in Texas?
Not that I know of.
Okay, so I would rather go to Del Taco, Taco Bell. Shit, I'd rather go to a freaking gas station and get those damn nachos. It was horrible. Whatever. I had a couple drinks, dancing. I'm not tipsy at this point because I'm kind of just, the stress of getting over the border, and then I ate, whatever. Also, I didn't realize I needed cash. I didn't have cash on me. I didn't have one goddamn dollar on me. Okay, so the friend that lives in San Diego was like, okay, so we're gonna go to Hong Kong. I was like, oh, Hong Kong, that's kind of cute, that's cute. If anyone invites you to go to a place in another country that's named from another town or whatever in another country, say no. I'm like, Hong Kong, okay. So we go to Hong Kong from the Uber, because you take an Uber there. And we go, and at this point, we just walk in, and there's naked females everywhere. Okay, cool, whatever, that's fine. It's Mexico. So we go to the bar. Oh, they give you a free beer, like the beer with the tea. I can't remember the name of the beer with the tea. So we go there, we get the beer, whatever. I don't even want the beer, I give the beer away. One of the people in the group takes off, right? Oh, okay. So before this whole entire scenario, so it's girls with us and there's guys with us, right? The guys are making a big deal about going to the ATM. I'm like, what is the big deal about going to the ATM, right? My dumbass. Why are we going to the ATM? Like, huge deal. They go to the ATM, they get money, blah, blah, blah. So now we're at the Hong Kong and, naked girls walking by, whatever. Person takes off, whatever. So I go to the other part of the group, we sit down at the, this like, so it's like a stripper scene. Look at me, like a stripper, like, how you sit at the thing with the strippers and all this stuff. And, okay. So I got to say this super PG because I'm recording on TikTok too. So I got to say this super freaking PG. So we sit down. I don't want to sit down because I don't have any money. And I don't feel like that's right. Like people, like I'm taking a chair up, whatever. But they make me sit down. One of the dudes gives me money to throw, whatever. So it's two girls on stage. Cool. They're dancing, of course, I don't think they're fully nude at this point. Okay, but they do. They get nude. Okay, whatever. I'm trying to be cool. I haven't been to a strip club in a long time. So a lot of people don't really realize that about me. I talk about sex relationships, right? But I don't really participate in all the other stuff. Like, I don't really even go out that much because I'm so busy with other things that I'm doing. So, so we sit down, I'm just like, I really don't want to be here. I'm not gonna lie. Then all of a sudden they have like a bucket of water and they're like soap and everything, they're pouring it on each other, right? So then all of a sudden they're like rubbing on each other, everything like that. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing. They're touching certain body parts. And I was like, I didn't know we do this at strip clubs. Because at this point I'm like, okay, it's not a club, it's a strip club. There's a pole. They're not using the pole. They're using, I don't know if they didn't take a shower or a bath before they came. They're using sunscreen water to wash each other. So everyone's...
So they're literally wiping each other down?
Well, they're pouring it on each other. There's no rags. And then they're like touching each other and everything. And they're putting fingers in certain holes. I can't really describe certain things on here. Because again, this is TikTok and I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube too. So, we're going to keep this like this. So, okay. So we leave because we run out of ones. I didn't bring money. Now I realize why the men were like, let's go to the ATM. Now I get it. I did not understand the assignment. I didn't understand the assignment at all. Okay, so now we go, right? And there's 5 levels to Hong Kong in Tijuana. We go up to the second level. At this point, I'm very sober. I'm extremely sober. I am not drinking because I have no cash. No one's buying me drinks because I don't want them to buy me drink. I feel like, if somebody buys me a drink, I'm gonna get roofied, something's gonna happen, I'm gonna end up in Tijuana and stay there and rest my life, and I'm gonna be in a sex trafficking. I'm not trying to do all this, right? I'm trying to be real fucking safe. I'm being like, my back is to a wall at this point. I'm not doing it. So we go to the second level. Now, what somebody tells us is that every level you go up, it gets, I don't want to use the word worse, because I'm not judging anybody for what they want to do, but it gets crazier and crazier on the spectrum of normality in, sexual stuff, right? Let me just be politically correct and say it that way. So therefore, one moment, please. Getting phone calls. I don't know how to stop the phone calls in here. That's so weird. How do I'm gonna have to turn all my notifications off when I get on this stuff. Okay, so anyhow, I'm not that popular, but anyhow. Okay, so we get there. Okay, so I'm on the second floor. I'm looking down. They have girls in jacuzzis. They have girls walking around. Pretty much I can see whatever your fantasy or fetish is, you can get it probably happily taken care of at this place. So once again, I'm not trying to judge anybody because I don't want anyone judging me about the weird shit I like, but I'm just gonna tell you from my perspective about what I saw. Okay? So we get there, right? And I'm dancing with my friend. I'm still trying to have a good time. I'm trying to project the image that I'm having a good time.
This is the second floor?
This is the second floor.
Second floor.
I never made it past the second floor. Let's just get that straight, okay? Okay, so I'm trying to project the image that I'm having fun. I'm having a good time because I was not having a good time. I wanted to go home. It wasn't even my country I'm in. I wanted to go home to California so bad you do not understand. My soul was disturbed from the girls putting fingers in holes and stuff from what I just saw. And this is the first floor. Go to the second floor. I'm over here dancing, like I said, not dancing on anybody. I'm not trying to attract too much attention. I'm just trying to be there peacefully until my time is up and I can go walk my ass across the border. I look over and there is clearly some Americans sitting down at another table and there's two girls on there. Two girls were doing worse things like sitting on objects that you put inside of yourself in front of everybody. And they're sitting on it in several different holes. We're just going to use that kind of term, okay? And they're doing it to each other, and they're doing, putting it, you get what you can see the picture, okay? I'm painting the picture. I just try to not look over there because I'm just at this point, I'm a germaphobe. I'm like, how's this clean? How is this sanitary? How is this working out? So, okay, let me try to hurry up with this story. So there's Americans sitting there. There's Americans sitting at the table. And it looks like a couple, guy and a female. And, have fun. Like, want to spice up your relationship. I was married for a long time. I understand. So the American girl gets up on the stage with the girls, right? And I don't really, now that I think about it, I think one of the other girls left. Okay, so she gets up. She's dancing on the pole. She's having the time of her life. Good. All of a sudden, she starts making out with the stripper girl. I'm like, once again, how is it sanitary? I don't understand. Like, do we pass? I don't see an A on the outside of your building. I don't see anything, right? I don't understand what's going on. I'm a germaphobe. That's just what I am. So all of a sudden she takes her clothes off. Okay, cool. Your dude's okay with that. That's fine. That's cool. I mean, there's a ton of people. There's thousands of people in this club. Cool, whatever. Then all of a sudden she starts eating the girl out. I gotta go. I have to go. I'm done. I am done at this point. I'm done. I don't want to do it. I want to go. But again, I have to be the cool person because I have a sex and relationship podcast. Like, oh, Anna, Bob. No, I am not her. I talk about it on an educational level. This is different. There's germs. When's the last time you got tested? Not for COVID, but for the other stuff too.
Yeah, and just a little side note, I really do hate that because about our Battle of the Sexes group that we have on Facebook. And we post like poll questions and shit in there. And we get, I'm not gonna say harassed, but we have people second guessing us about shit that we don't like.
I'm an educator. I'm an educator. I'm here to educate.
So just because we have a podcast talking about sex and relationships, I'm supposed to like every single sexual fantasy? Like, no, it doesn't work.
It doesn't. And here's the thing for me, I talk about it so much that when I'm just being myself and I'm off the podcast and I'm off, Instagram, I just really just want to like chill. I'm not trying to give advice. Giving advice is very exhausting because you have to be very understanding and you have to listen. And a lot of people don't know how to listen. Listening actually takes effort. Takes a lot of effort. So back to the debauchery. I was immediately done. I stopped looking at everything. One of the persons got lost and the group got lost. So we had to literally like yell for him, whatever. He got stuck in the third floor.
I don't even want to know what was up there.
I will tell you. It's like, it's a brothel. That's why I discovered it was a brothel, because there's hotel rooms and they have concierge and they have all this stuff. It's Tijuana, Hong Kong, and Tijuana. They took Hong Kong and they put it in Tijuana. I don't know how that works. I don't know how it does. I don't know if it's legal. I don't know if it's illegal. I don't know what's going on. I just want to go home. I want to go back to California. And I never want to leave. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave my house no more. Why did I say go to Mexico? I don't want to go to Mexico. I hate Mexico now. I'm just kidding. I don't hate Mexico. I still own a timeshare there. And I wish I was there right now, just not Tijuana. Not Tijuana. I'm crying. So we end up leaving At this point, I started speaking Spanish because I was like, nah, man, this night is getting worse and worse. I gotta let know, I almost cursed. I gotta let people know that I speak Spanish because you ain't messing with me, right? So we go and we end up going to another place. I'm like, it's 2:00 in the morning. I'm 32. I want to go to bed. I want to go to bed. Yes, sir. I do. Okay, anyhow. So we end up going to another place. No one asked for my approval for this. This place, in comparison to what I just saw, it was nothing. It was like training wheels, right? You should have went there first. Okay, so we're sitting down and there are 4 Americans sitting at a table. And I like to watch people. And at this point, I just want to watch people. I want to watch their expressions. I like to watch guys when girls walk by too. That's my thing because I learn a lot. So, you have a whole bunch of naked females. What makes you want to look at this female versus another female? I just watch a lot of things. So I'm watching these guys and they're all dancing and they're all like, partying or whatever. So the girls come by and they're coming back by my table too. And I'm like, not swinging that way. I don't know where your coochie been. Not doing it. Did you come from Hong Kong? I don't know. So the girls, like naked girls are dancing on them. And one of them ends up taking one of the dum-dums away. I'm like, you're so stupid, dude. You're so dumb. Okay, so they go away and maybe it's like 3 minutes. That's it. Dude comes back, looks traumatized. He's no longer laughing. He's no longer smiling. And usually when you're not laughing or smiling and you're in a place like this with, big booty bitches and, all this other stuff, it's probably about money. I'm just going to assume it's about money at this point. So the girls are coming by and he's like, nah. So that happened. And then there was, it was debauchery again at this other place. One of the friends, I don't know how it happened. I was looking away, but he got foam all over his face. They had foam, like I was telling you, they're doing the little sudsy baths and they're, putting it in their, yeah. Mm-hmm. So for $1, you pretty much could do whatever you want. You get what I'm saying? Like you can put things in holes for a freaking $1. I'm like, ladies, maybe I should be your madame. Because we could do better than that. Not in California. It's legal in California. I'm just joking, guys. It's not legal here. Let me just put that disclaimer out. I am not trying to do that. Over there, apparently, it's legal. Okay. Anyhow, so we get finished with that. By this time, I do have drinks, and someone is buying me drinks that I know, because at this point, I just need to go to, I feel like I'm in hell. I feel like I'm literally living, I'm in hell. This is hell. So we end up going, and then everyone's hungry. They want to get a street taco. At this point, fuck anything else that's going on in my system. If I catch it, I catch it. Just get me the hell out of here. So I order in Spanish, because at this point, like I said, I was drinking tequila, so now I can speak Spanish. I go and order everybody food. I even pay for all the freaking food, because I'm like, we're getting the heck out of Mexico now. Immediately. So we end up walking back. I don't know, I got pissed off somehow in between. I like to get, I got a hot temper. So somehow I get mad. So we end up walking back. I almost ran to the border people, whatever you want to call them. Ran, gave him my passport. I was like, I want to be back in my country. Got back in my country. Nobody was out. None of my friends from the group were out because I ran. When I say I ran, I had Nikes on. I ran. So because I was outside alone, on the border, I decided the smart thing to do was to talk to the border patrol guy, who did end up giving me his number. But anyhow, I digress. I was standing next to him because he had a big gun. I was like, yes, I finally feel safe. for the first time in like 5 or 6 hours, I still feel safe. Oh, yes. I understand what you're saying. Okay. I look across, right? And there's somebody dragging somebody across the train tracks and yelling. A group of guys. I'm like, sir, kind Border Patrol, sir, what the hell is going on over there? He goes, this happens there all the time. It's none of my business. I was like, okay, you're right. So then everybody comes back and then we end up getting in the car. I don't think I end up getting home until like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. And then that was the story of that. So.
That dude sounds like he would be my best friend, because that would be me. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Nothing about none of that.
He was like, it's out of my jurisdiction. I was like, really? So yeah. It's a dangerous place to be in. I don't really advise it, especially if you do not speak the language. Don't go there. Don't go to places you don't speak the language.
I've heard stories.
Especially
like that, but I've heard stories about you.
Especially because people get like these ideas in their head, and because it's cheaper to go there and party, whatever, you got to be safe. And there's a lot of dangerous places and a lot of dangerous places. I'm not saying it's more dangerous than places in California, because I know it's not. I'm just saying, when somebody asks you to go to Hong Kong in Tijuana, say no.
Sound advice.
Then that's my story. And that's what I was traumatized. I was literally traumatized. I had to like really talk it out with therapy. No, I'm serious. I was traumatized. I did not know these kind of things existed, because the thing with me, I work so much that sometimes I do get kind of sheltered for certain things because I don't participate in certain things. I am not around a lot of certain things that people do. Like drugs, I don't do drugs. I don't even smoke trees. And that's not a drug, first off. And I'm all for it, but I don't even do that. So it's just like, when I was like seeing it, I'm just like, this actually exists. So my question is, what is on the 4th and 5th floor?
You ever see that movie Hostel?
Woo, 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 woo.
That's the only thing else I can picture in my head is that movie.
And someone said something about Mexicans and all this other stuff. I've never once said anything about Mexican people. Let's get that straight. I am part Spanish as well. I never said anything about Mexican people. I was talking about my experience in Tijuana in Hong Kong. So let's get that straight right now, because I have plenty of Mexican friends. Never said that. Don't put that on me. Don't put words in my mouth. Do not put that on me. So, yeah. So while you're over here, having, your nice little slumber in Texas. Well, yeah, guys. Yep. All right. Oh, you know what I wanted to address? This is what I wanted to address. Let me take a sip on this. Damn, I can talk. It always surprises me how much I can talk. I don't know why I get surprised. It always surprises me how much I can talk. Because in real life, I'm actually kind of quiet. And I save this for, I guess, all my things I do. Anyhow, so I have a video right now that's going viral on TikTok. What's up, TikTok? Hello, how are you? What's up, my friend? Anyhow, yeah, so I have a couple of gentlemen asking me, what do I bring to the table? If you ask me what the hell I bring to the table, I'm going to immediately say nothing. And I'm going to tell you why. I keep hearing this freaking term. And when you were off, I was talking to TikTok about this. Hookup culture. Hookup culture. You know what hookup culture means to me? It means something that's really fast paced and you're hooking up because you're not taking the time to actually know somebody. So when you ask a dumb question like, what do you bring to the table? You're asking somebody to tell you about themselves versus learning about themselves, because you're trying to take the easy and the lazy way out of getting to know someone. That's hookup culture right there. There's a lot of different cultures. There's many different cultures. I don't even know. There's like 8-9 billion people in the world. There's so many different cultures. I'm talking actually about culture. And that's not my culture. I don't participate in hookup culture. That's not my culture. But when you ask these cookie cutter questions, you're probably going to get a cookie cutter answer, right? So I can tell you all day, like, oh, what's your favorite? Let's just say, what's your favorite cookie? Chocolate chip. But maybe during December, I like macadamians, or maybe I like, oatmeal or something like that. You have to take the time to actually learn who that person is. And not ask these questions, these like across the board questions that will not get you an answer, because sometimes people don't even know themselves, but also they might not even be in the mood to answer you accurately. So I don't know.
I bring this up all the time, and a huge part of it is this era that we're in. And I know I've probably said this on your show before or on ours, but we're in this microwave generation. Everybody just wants everything that's just right now. I need something right now. I want the hot pocket. Nuke it up real quick right now. I don't want to wait and make a steak or something like that. But that's the era that we're in, and that's a huge problem with a lot of relationships now. Why we get this hookup culture, because nobody actually wants to take the time to truly get to know somebody.
Exactly. And I think here's something else. Guys, if you on TikTok, if you have any questions for me that you want me to do on podcast, go ahead and ask. This is a good time to go ahead and ask. I didn't use a microwave for like 3 or 4 years. And that's a little symbolic. It's gonna go over some people's heads, but I didn't use a microwave for 3 or 4 years. Just because other people are doing it doesn't mean you have to do it. Actually, no, Chad, you can't hear the other side of the conversation unless you go to YouTube to listen to it, just because I'll get feedback, and then editing, it's going to sound horrendous. So you're hearing my side right now, but once I publish the podcast, so make sure you follow me on YouTube. My YouTube, Ana Lefebvre, plug. And then you can actually listen to both sides of it. How can you advertise my podcast? Oh, great question. It's not everything's in the link in my bio. So YouTube, Instagram, all of that. So I would love for you to hear the other part. Thank you for the rose. But feedback would be just so horrible. But this is actually kind of fun. I actually kind of like this. This little interacting kind of thing. I need to get another phone. I can do Instagram. That would be actually kind of fun. Maybe I'm liking this new, because I really want to. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for the roses. What's up, my friend? Hello, thank you. Happy Wednesday. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I should get another phone for Instagram. That'd be fun. That'd be really because I really was getting bored of the format. I'm very bored of the format. Thank you. We're still going. Oh my gosh, we're still going.
See, this will be the one time I can't be annoying you.
Thank you so much. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. That made my day. Actually made my week. Thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. So because the format is just so boring, and Zoom is so cold now. You know what I mean? I'd rather be with somebody. But also, everyone, I will be on, I'm supposed to be on another podcast coming up pretty soon that is actually going to be in the studio with hosts and everything. So watch out for that as well. I've been planning it. Also, thank you. If you guys have not realized, I did come out with my book. Everyone that's been following me knows I was talking about my book, talking about it. Talk about it. Okay. Anyhow. What song is that? What song?
Me lying.
So my book did come out. Look Like a Wifey, F Like a Side B. Came out. It did very well. It's doing very well. It did very well. I need to advertise it more. I kind of slacked. I've been slacking for the last 2 months just because I did get tired. And I had so much family stuff going on and personal things going on. So that's why I did disappear just a tiny bit. But it's doing well. So if you guys haven't picked it up, you're fighting her. If you guys haven't picked it up, make sure you pick up my book, support your girl. It's on Amazon. You can click the link in my bio once again, and it's on there. Yeah. So, Polly, what do you want for your birthday? Because you got a birthday coming up.
I hate getting this question. I really do. I seriously hate getting this question. I don't want anything. I always tell everybody this. I do not want anything.
Good, because I wasn't getting anything.
I know you wouldn't. I know you wasn't going to give me shit. I already know this.
Now I have to get you something because, you know, I'm a Gemini. You can't tell me.
You really don't.
What do you want for Christmas? Nothing.
Same thing, nothing.
Nothing, men, nothing.
I don't want anything.
What are you doing for Christmas? Family stuff?
I don't know. Probably just be here. I mean, my whole family's right here, so I don't have to travel or anything.
Yeah. You know, I tried to visit you a couple months ago.
Here we go, get it.
I was in Dallas and Paul did not swing by and pick me up. Shame. You could have just.
I was just getting over COVID. Thank you very much. But I
don't understand. I don't understand. People, they catch COVID and they change. I didn't change, but I had it.
When did you have it?
2019. We talked about this 2 years ago. This time. Thank you for the roses. Hello. Come on, let's go.
2 years ago this time, I didn't know you then. So I don't know if you changed or not. So as far as I'm concerned, that's just hearsay.
Or say here. Whatever.
However you want to put it, I didn't know you then, so I don't know if you changed it.
So guys, I'm going to do a little bit of a different kind of approach to the podcast just because I'm going to change it up. Paul will be my host until he annoys me, and then I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I actually might add another host, and I think that'd be fun. So we're gonna do like a more of a structured thing where I'm not gonna have just like random hosts on here. So yeah, but thank you, Paul, for taking the invite. You really encouraged me to get back on here. Once again, Paul has his own podcast with his boy Starlin. Tell him I said hello. Tell Angel I said hello as well. And I love her. I don't even know her. I love her so much.
And she's down. You're negative.
I know. Oh, okay.
At least I think she's still.
Yeah. So go and check out. I had something to say, but I didn't get it pre-approved from you. That's why I kind of paused. I need some pre-approvement of some of the things I say. But yeah, check out his podcast with him and Starlin. Welcome to Forever Podcast. It's a great podcast. They've been doing it for a longer time than I have. So I have definitely taken a lot of advice from him for my podcast and a lot of encouragement for my podcast too. Paul's always a great host. He listens, he talks about shit. I talk about shit, so it works. So there we go. But anything else to say? We talked about the brothel experience. We talked about what you bring to the table. We talked about cookie cutter relationships, microwave everything. Anything else to say to the good people?
I don't really think I have much. I mean, my birthday episode of the podcast will be out this weekend, probably Sunday sometime. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Send it to me.
Well,
yeah. All right. Well, it's been fun. It's been grand. TikTok, I'm gonna head out right now. But you guys, I forgot my last ending. Wait, hold on. I got it. Okay. Okay.
I can't with you. I can't with you.
Okay, hold on. I gotta be professional. You know, I have a meeting in like an hour too. Like that I have to get to. It's like a professional like restaurant marketing thing. Anyhow, I have to actually be there. Okay, Love and Lust is a podcast about sex and relationships. All the links in my bio.
I tried to keep a straight face, but I was like, why she put her bedroom voice on?
Hold on, I got it better. Hold on. Let me adjust. Love and Lust is a podcast about sex. It can be laugh. No more laughing. Okay.
I'm gonna take my headphones off so I can't.
Love and Lust is a podcast about. Okay, I didn't do it right. Love and Lust is a podcast about sex and relationship. My name is Ana Lefebvre. I'll see you lovers next Tuesday. I'm out. Lust, like I said, is a podcast about sex and relationships. If you guys would like to support Love and Lust, You can do so by purchasing merch. I have one of my shirts here. It's me. It's me. But we have other stuff that doesn't have my face on it too. So we have coffee mugs, we have pillows and hoodies and all that stuff like that. So once again, my name is Ana Lefebvre and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye now.